On the quiet forest floor beneath towering pines, two speckled eggs lie hidden among dry leaves, perfectly camouflaged as the nightjar parent rests motionless, guarding the life of a chick named Nico. Sunlight filters gently through the canopy, illuminating the nest just enough to reveal the intricate patterns that make the eggs almost invisible to the outside world. The forest breathes softly, leaves shifting with the wind, while the parent remains perfectly still, blending seamlessly into the ground to protect Nico. Inside the shell, life begins to stir, tiny veins pulsing and a heartbeat forming as the moment of emergence draws closer. A faint crack appears, spreading slowly across the shell as Nico pushes outward with growing determination. But danger arrives before birth. A large snake slithers through the undergrowth, sensing the vulnerable life hidden within the nest. The predator lunges toward the eggs, but in a flash, the parent explodes in action, spreading its wings wide to appear massive and terrifying. With fierce strikes and relentless aggression, the parent attacks the snake, clawing and pecking until the predator is dragged far from the nest. Defeated, the snake retreats into the shadows, and silence returns once more. Only then does the shell finally break. Nico emerges, a tiny, fragile chick covered in soft down that perfectly matches the forest floor. Exhausted, the newborn rests among the leaves, nearly invisible even in plain sight. returns with food, dropping a large moth directly into Nico's open mouth, beginning the cycle of growth and survival. Meal after meal, Nico grows stronger, swallowing insects eagerly while remaining hidden within the natural camouflage of the ground. Days pass, and Nico begins to learn the most critical skill of all, stillness. Flattening its body against the earth, it becomes indistinguishable from stone and leaf, vanishing completely from sight. Even as wind blows and shadows pass overhead, Nico remains perfectly motionless, mastering the art of invisibility. But the forest tests this skill.
Good, adjust your head. Like this? Yes. Hold still. Excellent.
A massive monitor lizard approaches, its heavy footsteps vibrating the ground as it charges directly toward the hidden chick.
Keep your distance, this is mine. Get away from me, you beast! Never, I need this for my young.
The parent performs a dramatic broken wing display, drawing the predator away while Nico remains completely frozen. Then, with explosive force, the parent attacks, gripping the lizard and dragging it through the undergrowth until it retreats in defeat. Nico survives again, untouched, unseen. Time moves forward, and Nico grows into a fledgling, its wings now strong enough to attempt flight. At twilight, it leaps into the air for the first time, hovering briefly before landing clumsily on a nearby log. With each attempt, balance improves, and soon Nico begins to glide silently through the dim forest light. Now comes the next lesson, the hunt. Perched quietly, Nico spots a flying insect and launches forward with sudden speed, chasing it through the air. With perfect timing, it opens its wide beak and captures the prey mid-flight, swallowing it without stopping. Again and again, Nico hunts, twisting through the air, catching moths and beetles with growing precision. Its movements become smoother, faster, more controlled, until flight and hunting become one seamless motion. Time passes, and Nico transforms into a fully grown Nightjar, a master of camouflage and silent flight. Resting on a fallen log, it becomes completely invisible, blending perfectly into bark and shadow. Even as another bird lands nearby, Nico remains undetected, a ghost of the forest floor. Night falls, and under the glow of the moon, Nico awakens as a true hunter. It calls softly into the darkness, a low rhythmic sound echoing through the silent forest. But danger still exists even for the skilled. A feral predator creeps through the undergrowth, stalking silently toward Nico's position. With explosive force, it leaps toward the hidden bird. In that instant, Nico reacts. Together with the parent, it launches into a fierce counterattack, striking the predator midair with powerful precision. The battle erupts into motion as dust and leaves scatter. The predator struggling against the unexpected resistance. With strength and coordination, they drive the attacker back, forcing it to retreat into the darkness defeated. Silence returns once again to the forest. Now fully grown, Nico stands as a master of the unseen. A perfect blend of shadow, feather, and instinct. Perched quietly under moonlight, its eyes scan the darkness with calm confidence. The forest fades into silver light as the image settles on a silent hunter born from invisibility. From a fragile egg hidden among leaves to a master of camouflage and flight, the journey of Nico is complete, and in the endless night where stillness defines survival, its story continues.